DMX is back in the release conversation. But with X, it is never just about new music. DMX Features makes the conversation official again, with Joyner Lucas helping lead the rollout on Bring Out the Worst. But WWETV viewers were already asking the bigger question: where does DMX really stand in New York hip-hop history? And after 109 votes, 84% said X belongs in the serious GOAT conversation. Top 3, top 5, or bigger than rankings altogether. That tells you something. DMX is not being remembered like a normal rapper. He is still being felt.
That's right.
And he said on that video how I knew God loved him before he did, and how I brought him to God as he was. And it was just he told me I'm the reason why he does the prayer when he performs. So we had a spiritual relationship.
But the reason DMX still hits different is because X was never just aggression. He was pain and prayer in the same voice. That is what made him different from so many rappers in New York history. DMX could bark at the world 1 minute, then pray with the crowd the next. And people believed both sides because both sides felt real. That is why projects connected to DMX's spiritual side matter. Let Us Pray. Chapter 10 reminded people that X's prayers were not just album skits. They were part of his identity. They were part of why fans felt like they knew the man behind the music. And that connects directly to what Yonkers' First Lady was saying in the previous conversation.
DMX, you and DMX were pretty close, right?
Yeah, me and DMX grew up together. I mean, like from the cradle to the grave. And we lived across the hall from each other. We used to rap in the hallways together. And it was really some interesting times that we had. It's actually a lot of video footage of him expressing his love for me and how I first brought him to the church.
When people talk about DMX, they do not only talk about records, they talk about spirit, they talk about presence, they talk about somebody who carried struggle in public and still made people feel stronger. That is why DMX Features creates a bigger question than most posthumous rap releases. With some artists, fans simply ask, is the song good? But with DMX, the question becomes heavier. Does this protect the spirit of X? Because DMX fans are not casual about his legacy. They know when something feels authentic, and they know when something feels like the industry using a name because the name still moves people. That is the line every posthumous release has to walk. Is the music extending the legacy, or is it emptying the vault? And with DMX, that line is even more emotional because his voice was never ordinary content. His voice carried struggle, faith, anger, survival, and vulnerability all at once. So when X's name comes back into the release conversation, hip-hop reacts differently. It is not just nostalgia. It feels like unfinished business. That is why the New York GOAT debate just got bigger. Max B's comments opened the door. WWETV viewers turned it into a real community debate. And now DMX Features gives that debate a fresh reason to matter in 2026. After 109 votes, 84% of WWETV viewers said DMX belongs in the serious New York conversation. Top 3, top 5, or bigger than rankings altogether. And maybe that last option explains X better than any list ever could. DMX was bigger than rankings because his impact was not only measured in bars, albums, or business moves. It was measured in how people felt when he walked on stage, when he prayed, when he growled, when he cried, and when he made pain sound powerful. So the question is not just where DMX ranks. The question is whether hip-hop has ever truly replaced what X brought to the culture. Watch the full Max B and DMX New York GOAT debate on WWE-TV Media and...
Soon as you touch down, man, let's get it popping. You know what I mean?
Listen, ain't need nothing to discuss. Like I said, we always been there in the spirit.
Right.
We just couldn't link up with the physical.
Right.
We already know. We family, we get out even be
Exactly. Yo, you good though? You good?
This clip changes the Max B conversation because this week, Max B put himself after Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas in the New York rap debate.
Read the full article now on Worldwide Entertainment TV. Is DMX top 5, top 3, or bigger than rankings? Subscribe to Worldwide Entertainment TV for more stories, Black entertainment news, and culture updates.